Dear class, welcome to State and Local Government. This is a welcome message. I'll go over who I am and let's talk about the course. So I am Sophia Barkett. I teach at NWAC and University of Arkansas. I teach political science. Let me talk about my teaching philosophy because that informed sort of sets up how I operate as a teacher. So number one, I think that uh, to get the rewards of this course, you really need to engage with the work. Whoever does the work gets the knowledge. If I prepare everything in lectures, I'm the one who spends hours and hours and hours reading, writing, producing, and get absolutely immersed in the information. I'm the one who walks away with the knowledge. When students watch me, they may learn a few things, but because they haven't really gone through the process, they're not going to get the maximum benefit. Hence, my lectures will not be dishing out all the information in readings and videos. Instead, I will give you a little bit of information and ask you to do the readings and assignments. And at the end of the week, I will offer you a lecture which is more comprehensive. You must do the work yourself to get the rewards. Learning is a bit painful in that it requires commitment. You have to go, you have to read the book, you have to open the chapter. You may not understand everything. Sometimes you'll fall asleep. You'll have to start writing the assignment. You'll have to look at certain videos. You'll have to do certain other things. So it is a process and requires time commitment. And then at the end of it, you're going to be an expert. So that's the good part. If you do have difficulty understanding things, I'm here to explain. But you must try first. So look at the textbooks. There are three that you have to buy. They're not expensive. They're reasonably priced. And then there will be two more which will be free. They will be online and you can just download them. So the first two are The Real World of Texas Politics, which really goes into the politics of the nation. National politics gives you a good overview, of Southern politics, and then focuses on the politics in the state legislature and governor's office in Texas, which fantastic book. And so I recommended it. You guys have to use it. We will read some chapters from it. David Schleicher has written a book called In a Bad State, Responding to State and Local Budget Crisis. This is a really fantastic book. If you want to understand why state legislatures, particularly in the South, are very conservative about spending money, you need to read this book. If you read this, you will understand American politics better than many American politics books. So I think it's one of those books you need to get. So we'll read some chapters from it, and the rest of the book you'll read at home. It's one of those books. These two are my favorite ever. That one of those books that you can't put down. Last one that you have to buy is by Hoffman, Perry, and Reese. It's Readings in Arkansas Politics and Government. So these guys are the editors of the book, and essentially there's 20 some or more papers published by these scholars on Arkansas politics, and they're fantastic papers. So you guys will get to read a few for class and use the book later for yourself. Two books we will use that you need to download and which are free are American Government 3E. You can get that from OpenStax, and we follow that for American National Government. You also need to get Government of Arkansas. The League of Women Voters has published this book, And it's really good for certain topics. So we're going to read a couple of chapters. What is the course content? So in this course, we'll be trying to understand state and local government. US government is essentially a federalist system. We'll talk a little bit about federalism. We learned that in American National Government, right? PLSC 2003. If you haven't taken that course, you really should before you take this course. So drop the course if you think this is going to be too crazy. It's very, very important that you understand American National Government. So the course will talk to you about how federalism plays out at the state and local level. But you will also have to understand many things about state and local government. So you need to understand state powers, state constitutions, direct democracy efforts, and other things that are happening at the state level. So we'll look at state politics. Some of these readings will be heavily focused on Arkansas and Texas. Um, Texas kind of sets the bar in Arkansas on many issues. I mean, in the South for many issues. And Arkansas, we live in. So we have to know what's going on. We also are focusing on city councils and state legislatures. So we'll actually, and also the governor's office, we'll spend some time actually researching these, both in person and virtually. As far as Arkansas politics, you will be able to walk away understanding a lot of things, how state legislatures work, how local governments work, how they spend their money, why they vote the way they vote. You will also get a chance to attend city council and state legislature meetings. For the state legislature, we're actually going to watch them talk virtually through links, web links. We're not going to go to in-person meetings. But city council meetings are open to the public and anyone can just go to those and it's encouraged. That's why the city council meets, is that they want you to go and ask them questions about what's happening at the city level and to take your concerns, right? So students will actually be going in person to city council meetings. If you're outside the US, you can watch city council and state legislature meetings in person, and you can complete assignments related to Arkansas, or you can choose other states. So some of the assignments will focus on the governor's office, some will focus on state legislature, and so students will get an opportunity to really understand what's happening at these two levels. Learning outcomes. Students will develop a working knowledge of what state and local governments are. They will become, they will complete assignments that expose them to real world scenarios. Students will develop writing and research skills. Additional readings, we do have tons of other readings. And these will be in the other readings module if they're not linked already or they're not the print forms. So let's actually look at the Canvas core shell very fast. Here is the state and local government Canvas core shell for the fall. Do look at the welcome message. It's not some copy paste on the welcome message that's, just ridiculous. It's actually very useful. Read it. It's going to help you navigate the whole semester, what you need, types of assignments, difficulty, workflow, all of that. You've got it all here. And what do you do in Canvas? So it says, check out the module section. In the module section, you have many of these folders or modules which you can collapse and expand. You have to go to the syllabus module, check out the course content, assignment types, grading scale, required textbooks, read the course content description, look at the types of assignments. So for this class, you have self-introduction. So students have to make a self-introduction by August 31. There are steps on how to make this a video presentation. Go and check that out. We'll look at that in a minute. There's also online discussion. So each week you'll have these modules, as I just showed. Expand them by clicking on them. And for each week, you'll have some work to do. Week 1 all the way to week 17. You have to complete 10 discussions. Each is worth 50 points. That's 500 points. There's going to be many discussion options. Some of them will be called required. Always complete the required ones and then choose a few more so that your total is 10. Feedback on projects. So as soon as you post your answers, I will offer feedback, meaning that I will tell you how to make your answer better. I will give you an initial score on the assignment, and once you make revisions, you will get higher points. So make sure you check underneath your initial post where my feedback will be. I also email students their feedback to their NWAC account, so make sure you check your NWAC account. Video presentations. Students are encouraged to develop public speaking skills for the class. Video presentations are required for some assignments, and sometimes they are optional. So here you have to post a city council report. You'll have to go to city council meetings. You'll have to find out when the meetings are from the city council website. Each city has a city council, which is their local government. It's the legislative body of the local government, meaning they make the laws for the local government. So they are headed by the mayor, and they usually have about 10 people or something. So go and check out the city council meetings, listen to what's going on, take a friend. Usually they're at night, and so you should have transportation to come home. They end abruptly sometimes if there's nobody there, so make sure you have somebody to bring you back. Don't just tell them, come back in 2 hours, and then you're stranded in this dark area for like 2 hours. So please be careful when you go to these visits. Have a friend with you, somebody with a car. Make sure you come home safe. So here you're going to declare dates and times and which city council you're going to attend, and then write a short report. Extra credit assignments. So the first set of assignments will be required for everybody. The extra credit is these assignments like attending special lectures at NWAC or somewhere else, some service learning projects. Read this part on your own. These are assignments that you can get some extra points from, but you cannot substitute them for required work. So grading scale, the total for self-introduction is 50, total points for 10 discussions, 500, 2 city council meeting, and the write-up is 50 points, total is 600. All right, so I don't want to spend 200 minutes on this, so please look at this. The schedule of reading assignments gives you an idea of what we're studying every week. In the actual modules, so here we are in week 1. Introduce yourself here. There's guidelines about how to make a video and post it here. And then read that section very well. I also have how to make a video presentation up here in the syllabus module. You can use a phone, save the video, and then upload it to YouTube. So you need to have YouTube account. It's very easy to set one up. You just need an email address. Once you set up your YouTube, upload your YouTube video, share the link that you get to Canvas in the introduce yourself or whichever discussion forum requires a video presentation. So one thing, when you are uploading a file to YouTube, please have subtitles in English. This allows people to see what you're saying in case we cannot understand or hear you. Finally, share the link of your YouTube to the Canvas discussion. Do not upload any actual videos to Canvas. That is not a good way to operate on Canvas because we don't want to open, 200 video files. Privacy matters. In the video, do not share any private information such as full name, city of residence, age, and other sensitive personal financial data. Give us a ballpark of your location. Are you in the US? Are you in the South? Are you in Africa? Which country? Maybe mention the country. Or if you don't want to, that's also fine. Using PowerPoint. So sometimes students don't want to speak on video. They don't want to be seen on video. In that case, create a short presentation on PowerPoint. Type up what you need to in 3 or 4 slides. Your presentation should not be more than 5 to 6 minutes. And then look at the steps here. So use MS Teams to record your presentation. So once you have PowerPoint, then use the chat option on MS Teams to chat with yourself on MS Teams inside the chat, and then click on the line where you type, and then click the plus icon, and it gives you the option to video record your option and share anything, share screen. And then once you've saved your presentation on your computer, share it in YouTube. Again, you'll need to create a YouTube account. Again, you need to have English subtitles for everyone to have equal opportunity to understand what you're saying. And then only click the link of the YouTube video in your class presentation. In your presentation, do not upload any actual video to Canvas. Okay, what else do we need to look at? How to use Canvas. So log into NWAC with your ID, go to the course shell in Canvas, you know how to do that, and check the module section. And you need to check every week. The modules are essentially these click things, right? The folders in which you can put all the material for a week. So in one module I've created, it's called the syllabus, and I have all the rules and regulations, paperwork in that one. Another module is for week 1. What are we doing in week 1? Click on that and find out. What are we doing in week 2? Similar, right? Weekly assignments will be inside each week's folder. So you'll have a list of readings and assignments in there. Complete those. Schedule of readings and assignments. So work is divided by week and day. Modules open up on Mondays and work is due by Sunday night. So even though we don't meet for class, the work is broken down as though we meet twice a week or sometimes 5 times a week. But basically to distribute the workload, and then you'll have choice. So if there's like 5 or 7 days worth of work, you choose like maybe 1 or 2 days of work to do, right? All right. So the assignment types we've gone over. Grading process is basically when you post anything in the discussion forum, other people are also posting in the forum. You get to see their answers once you've posted your answer. I will grade similarly. I will walk into Canvas maybe 2, 3 times a week. If I see your answer, I will grade it. I may grade it in 3 to 5 days. So once I offer feedback to you, under your answer, you'll see people have posted responses. One of them is mine. See the feedback, make the improvements, and you'll get more points. So make sure you do the corrections. Contacting me. Contact me at any time you have any issue to discuss. Every week I check the inbox section of Canvas to see what students are asking me, and I write back a message to them. Usually I send reminders for assignments using Canvas as well. I might email the entire class about reminders, right? What's coming up. If you're falling behind in class, you want to meet with me, you want to let me know that you're not feeling good, you want to let me know that you need extra time, email me. So when you do email me, use your NWAC email address. Only use NWAC email. If there's email from some student that's coming from some other Gmail uh, or any other kind of account, I won't be responding to those. Those are the university policies or college policies. Meeting in person. So I have an office at NWAC. See the syllabus for my office number and location. Drop by my office anytime you want. I do have office hours. My door will post those. If I'm not teaching or in a meeting, I'm there in my office every day, usually from 8 to 4. And if you want to meet me on MS Teams, that's also fantastic. Send me a message using your NWAC email. Other course policies, please read those carefully. NWAC policies and resources, please check the document on accessibility. If you have any trouble opening any documents, reading anything, send me an email. Late work, being sick, again, if you're falling behind, send me an email. If you're not well, send me an email. Do your own work. Okay, so here, I mean, obviously, you are the one who's going through college, and so do your own work. A lot of people like to use AI. Don't use AI. Instead, pace yourself. Look at the folder on Monday so that you hand in good work on Sunday. If you need extra time, you can have extra time. You need to send me an email about that because sometimes you have 2, 3 tests on the same week, right? How are you going to do well in everything? So then contact me and say, I'm going through a lot. I do need extra time. Technology. So if Canvas, NWAC email, etc. don't work, call the NWAC IT department. Also, safeguard your NWAC ID password. Save your work. So do all your assignments in MS Word. Don't do them on the discussion forum because suppose your website crashes, your computer crashes, you can't revive anything. So do all your work on MS Word. Save everything again on a USB drive. That way you have backup and your work is always going to be protected. Disputes. So if you have any problems with me or any real trouble, please email me, contact me, talk to me. Sometimes the workload is a lot. I've been known to give a lot of work, but at the same time, sometimes I'll be like, okay, you have to do 10 discussions. And at the end, I'll be like, okay, I see that the students are suffering. We'll reduce it to 8. It just depends on how much work there was in the course and how people are able to function. If it's getting too much, if you have some issues, send me an email. In the syllabus, I also list the name and contact of people you can contact in the event you have a dispute with me and it's not being resolved. Why learn? Why take the course? State and local as a subject matter is very interesting. If you're not interested, I don't know why you're in the course. If you like learning, however, it could be a lot of fun. There's a lot of interesting concepts in this class, a lot of interesting activity. We're looking at governor's office, we're looking at state legislature, city council. It's fantastic, right? Um, as far as learning itself, I find it to be a fun thing. I know most people do. However, it's not fun when you are super busy and you don't have time. So if you're working 40 hours a week, don't take school full time because you're not going to have any fun. Learning is going to be like punishment. It's going to be last minute work, and that's not really useful. So do treat yourself like a human being and respect the limits of your time and energy and body, right? Finding a purpose. So if some of you are like confused, what am I doing in college? What am I doing with my life? That's something you have to think about because once you find your purpose, you'll be able to take the right kind of courses. You'll figure out why you're coming to college. You'll be excited about learning. And so all of this will fall into place. So I'm going to stop here and I hope to have more conversations with you and to watch your self introduction videos.